Y'all gotta give me something good, man. Like, y'all gotta give me something back.
Yes, sir.
I already know how to smash that last one, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even had to say nothing, man. Come on, give me somebody good.
God damn.
Hey everyone, Thornton Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about the future of Apex Legends and what it means for time travel. Yeah, I know, it sounds absolutely insane, but there's some elements tying it into Titanfall 2 and what it could very well mean for Jack Cooper, Blisk, and a lot of the legends that we've come to grow and love. So we're going to go over what exactly is going on with the narrative in Apex Legends for this season and what it could imply for the future. We're also going to give out some of the heirloom shards from the collection anniversary event. All you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe, and a winner will be announced tomorrow. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So if you watched my video yesterday, it was all about the future lore impossible TV series of Apex Legends. And regardless of whether or not that happens, they have some pretty big stuff in the works. You might have seen in the video yesterday, there was a lot of talk about Ashe and Horizon, as there is going to be a huge narrative plot point between those two. Horizon is staring at the time gauntlet in the season 20 trailer, and Ashley Reed, the director of writing for Apex Legends, did confirm it's going to be a huge issue for this upcoming season. But Ashley Reed actually went on to talk even more about how they want to go ahead and include Titanfall into the main game of Apex Legends. Now, I want to be clear here, they've made it abundantly obvious that they are not going to be making a Titanfall 3. If you're expecting that, I would not get your hopes up. Respawn is actually going to work on Star Wars games, but they are going to be using Apex Legends as a conduit for the Titanfall franchise. You'll get why I made that pun in just a second, because Ashley Reed was talking about how the Legends have close links to people and places from the Titanfall duology. You got Wraith, Valkyrie, Horizon, or that have actually previously appeared themselves, such as Ashe. Well, half the weapon arsenal in Apex was lifted across as well. And Conduit was the most recent one that Ashley Reed pointed out to, where Conduit's kit was actually based off the Monarch Titan, and we looked at it and said, okay, that's juice in this. They want to make sure that they are bringing things from Titanfall into the game and make sure that when they bring it in, it makes a lot of sense narrative-wise. Now, going back to that time Gauntlet piece, this seems to be something that they are definitely going to be doing, which opens the doors for a lot of things in Titanfall. If you've never seen the time travel Gauntlet, you can actually see it showcased right here in this gameplay from Titanfall 2, where Jack Cooper, the main protagonist of that game, is able to jump in between time zones in a facility so that he can traverse and move around. Now, this has huge implications because obviously Horizon is probably going to modify it in some way so that she can time travel to find Newt, her long lost son that Ashe, not the narrative writer, but the character in the game, sent Horizon in a black hole to die in. Therefore, Horizon never got to go back to her kid. Now, modifying that actually has a lot bigger implications than I think people realize. One is that the new character is called Alter, which it means alternate, which means they come from an alternate time or place. Alternate doesn't mean just alternate reality, it could be an alternate timeline, which fits with the time gauntlet. Along with that, Ashley Reed, the narrative director, and by the way, this is getting really confusing. I need to figure out a way to differentiate the two. Said they're big Titanfall fans ourselves. We're often pretty dorky and we will reach back into Titanfall to put stuff up for Apex, honestly, more often than you see in the final game. And most interestingly, there is a comic that's coming out in a couple of weeks. AG420 actually put it up, but it's Octane at the funeral of his pops. If you missed it, Revenant killed him in Kill Code last season, which concluded with that, and Ashley Reed, the narrative designer, did say that was the conclusion of his storyline. Silva's death is permanent, he will not be coming back, and it leaves a massive power vacuum as he was running the games. They did say, I think it may not be who you expect. That's what I'll say about that as the next person that's going to take over. The obvious one and the most interesting one is Blisk. He's been actually absent for quite some time. He's the founder of the Apex games and actually recruited a lot of the legends such as Rampart and Valkyrie. Even though I think Valkyrie wanted to kill him because technically Viper was in the Apex Predators with Blisk and he got killed under Blisk's command. It's a really confusing thing. Now, along with all this stuff with Titanfall going on, there was the recent Titanfall 2 game, which was scrapped. And they actually had details of that in the game, such as it featured BT and other Titanfall characters. Rampart brought back BT to life. Players played as Blisk, and legends would show up to give you powers, and it was inspired by Doom Eternal, and yeah, there was wall running. Which, I mean, you know, they try to put wall running, I feel, into everything. The new district map, which is, once again, Titanfall themed, did have wall running in the original playtest. Hopefully we get this in Season 21. We'll see if any of the upcoming Titanfall maps, once again, more Titanfall stuff coming into Apex Legends, features any wall running. I doubt it. They're all mixtape modes, but if you were going to add wall running into the game, mixtape would be a pretty good spot for it, just saying. But with all that stuff going on, that's a lot of Titanfall content. And I honestly believe that the Horizon timepiece is the perfect catalyst I'm really having a lot of fun with these Apex Legends name puns. But I believe it is the perfect setup for it. You can have characters like Alternate be from an alternate timeline that Horizon accidentally unleashes. That way, you could bring in young Blisk, which is unlikely, but he was playtested in Season 8. There's actually gameplay and footage you can see online. He even had a Titan ultimate. Along with that, and this is a huge pipe dream of mine, I would love to see Jack Cooper come into the games. We haven't seen anything from him since Titanfall 2. Honestly, the whole idea of Horizon getting access to this time gauntlet, modifying it to try to find Newt, and then legends coming in such as Alternate from a different timeline / reality is incredibly intriguing. It could be Alternate Wraith, but it could be setting up future legends and future characters that finally bring back Titanfall in an actual meaningful way and not just legacy characters that are somehow related to the original story. Or at least that is my hope. But knowing Apex Legends, sometimes they kind of go off the rails. Also, just kind of a little side note, if you did watch the video yesterday and you were wondering more about the TV show, Ashley Reed did say that they posted radio plays on our social media channels in the past, but they are actually going to be doing fully animated ones in the near future, referring to the in-game story chapters, and now they are going to be in-game, fully voiced with animated bits of them, so hopefully we see something pretty cool with that tying into a future TV show. Let me know down below, what do you think about Titanfall 2 having more lore and more connection to Apex Legends, and do you like where they are going with the story, and what do you personally think is actually going to happen? Also, if you guys wanted to check out this video right here on my second channel where I cover why live service games are starting to die by AAA studios, not Apex Legends, don't worry, but it is a pretty interesting topic and I think you guys will like it. And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.